This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. Watch it, fire. I got him. Watch it. You draw corkers. Bound to lose one. Hey, Jet.
They'll run on first down. Mayo, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Steve 6.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bears take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take it. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Yep.
Motion to backfield, motion to the backfield.
Here's Jones. Gonna throw again. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, baby. It's free. Get that ball. Hey, safety cream. Mike,
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's got a first down past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Switch. Check.
Hard. Let's go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Below Nichols. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 8, read.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Switch. Check three.
X3. 218, chopper.
Kill.
Go.
Watch the slide.
Motion.
Tight dog. Check hot route. Hot.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Go. Hey!
I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
Ready?
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Bears 7, Giants nothing.
Get it together, defense. Let's get
Looking to throw. He's got Burton here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Second and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. They'll set up to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now.
58, boy, 58.
Rock it.
Here's 2nd and 8. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 37.
Bravo.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Giants.
Ready.
58, come on. Stop your whining. And 58, go.
Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you have...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Giants 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
He'll look to throw here. That is caught by Cohen, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They're going to look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
That's going to be a long day. Check out.
2nd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And 2 stop.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Go.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Step and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Screen. Hit it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Switch up.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. That is going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Sack City, baby.
3rd and long.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, Delta.
Mike Ball. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check. Fresno.
Fine.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And an alley to run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Joe Schobert able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Breaks free again. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, defense. Out top. Let's go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
17. Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. First down, a run with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, hustle. Check my 21.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Rosas' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got him. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Let's go.
On first down, Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a give, right side. Mayo. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slam.
2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk.